What's good, y'all, man? Let's react to Clemson beating and surviving Pittsburgh, man. What a game. I thought Clemson should have put this one away way earlier. I thought the defense was great all day long. Shout out to Yarnell for being able to fight back for Pittsburgh. An incredible game, man. But I got to give shout out, and I got to put him on my next screen. This guy right here. Now, that's how you do it, Cade Klubnik. That's how you do it, bro. That's what we talking about, bro. This is what I've been asking for the most when I looked at his game. Now, this one I actually was able to sit down, study, and watch it. Had some lulls in there, you know what I'm saying? Had some throws he missed, but I thought for the most part they cooked. Now, what's crazy is y'all going to see a stat later about the rushing yards, which is absolutely insane. But down the stretch, you're losing the game. If you lose, you're done, right? You're not making the college football playoff. There's no chance in hell, right? Now you still got that outside chance at that. You still got a chance at the ACC title game. So shout out to Cade Klubnik, man, for coming up big. 50-yard rushing touchdown, his second longest of his career. For the Clemson Tigers, man, putting the team on his back in that pivotal moment of the game. I thought he was spectacular right there, man, and that's how you do it. In those big moments, your team wants you to come up clutch. He came up clutch. He gets one of my game balls, man. Outstanding performance from Cade Klubnik. My next shout out, man, this guy right here is a stud. Only a sophomore, Antonio Williams. They also got that true freshman, Bryant Wesco, 3 catches, I think 59 yards. But he was spectacular, man. He was killing the defense, man, going across the middle of the field. All game long, man, had incredible plays, I thought. 13 catches, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. They got a budding star. We've been waiting on that for Clemson. That next wide receiver star for them potentially. This guy on Wesco might have something to say about that in the years to come, man. So this guy right here, absolutely spectacular. Got it done, was incredible in the game, man. He's going to be one to watch for going forward. All right, next up, Clemson defense, man. I want to give a special shout out to some of these guys. Absolutely balling, man. Let me shout out, obviously, Barrett Carter. Great game for him. 12 tackles, 9 solos, a half sack, 2 TFLs. He was all over the field. R.J. Mickens had another spectacular performance as well. Khalil Barnes had the pick to essentially end the game. He's been great. He's been coming up big. The sophomore has continued to grow and get better and submit himself as one of the top safeties, I think, humbly. 9 tackles in this one and a half tackle for loss. But the guy I want to especially shout out is T.J. Parker. He was outstanding in this game. Had 4.5 tackles for loss and 4 sacks in this one with 7 tackles, man. He was great. Clemson had 8 sacks in this game. That's how you get it done. That's how you do it. That's how you put the team on your back, man. So, man, humbly, I got to give credit to them, man. I thought it was incredible. D. Creighton stepping up big for Sammy Brown going out for a targeting call. I didn't like the call, honestly, when I looked at it. But D. Creighton came up big, I thought, in this one. Had some, some mistakes, obviously, in there. But I thought he played a pretty good game, man. So, shout out to him. This defense for Clemson, I think, is an ACC championship title contending team. Defensively, it's going to be if the offense can continue to, put things together. But shout out to that defense, man. It was fierce, putting pressure on Yarnell all game long. Now, Nate Yarnell, you finally got your chance, your opportunity. I thought he showed some good things. Thought he had some mistakes in there as well. But with no Eli Holstein, who went down with an injury, obviously concussion protocol, second concussion in 16 days, I thought he was spectacular, Yarnell, in this one, man. And shout out Desmond Reed, man. He was incredible. Just not a big guy, but was tough to bring down. Kept breaking tackles. His performance today, I thought, was incredible, man. He finished with over 100 scrimmage yards. Was also the leading receiver at the running back spot, y'all. Look at this: 10 catches, 108 yards, 68 yards on the ground. Like, he was spectacular in this one. Clemson had little to no answer for him. I thought late in that game when they had a 3rd down and long, obviously they did hit the field goal, but make it easier, man. Just find an option route for him to run. Because you seen on that one play, he ran that option route against the linebacker and smoked him, cooked him. So Desmond Reed, man, that's a nice player for Pittsburgh going forward. Unfortunate loss, like I said, but that's what you want to see. Next up, too, in this one, I thought Raphael Williams had a pretty good game. And I thought you got to give a shout out to the Pittsburgh defense. They kept them in this game. And that's what you wanted to see. They kept them in the game, pressuring Cade Klubnik throughout the game, creating sacks and things like that. And actually, man, when you look at this, this Pittsburgh team held Clemson at one point in this game to 8 yards rushing. Before that 50-yarder by obviously Cade Klubnik, they had only 8 yards rushing. Finished with a total of 58 yards. That is how you get it done. That's how you cook, man. So special shout out to them for being able to do that. I was thoroughly impressed with what they was able to do, man. So shout out to them coming out on top with a big dub. Obviously, for Clemson. But I thought the defense for Pittsburgh in this one was spectacular. So as y'all can see right here, I'm not lying. 58 yards. They had 8 total yards rushing, man. They harassed them all game long. So again, shout out to Pittsburgh, man. But Clemson, this is the kind of win you need, man. Going forward, you're gonna have another big ranked matchup coming up in 2 weeks against South Carolina. Can't wait to talk about that one and break that one down, man. But an incredible win for your program going forward. And you, like I said, you didn't want to lose this, man. You want to still be able to get an outside shot in there. You're gonna need some things to go your way. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need SMU to get upset by somebody. They're playing Boston College right now. You're going to need that, man. But I thought Cade Klubnik and what he did in this game, how they adjusted, how good that defensive line was, how good that defense has been throughout the year, it looked really good. And what's crazy is Pittsburgh actually outgained them for the most part in this game. When you look at passing yards, obviously, rushing yards, obviously, you would be like, well, Pittsburgh should have won this game. But that defense for Clemson did what they were supposed to do when they got in the red zones, making them kick field goals, not giving up the big plays. So shout out to them. All right, Clemson fans, get at me down below in the comments, man. What's your thoughts on this win? Big ACC win to continue to stay in that title race potentially. Huge win for the Clemson Tigers.